After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 361. It is Saturday, June 29th, 2019, as we are recording. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
Want to welcome all new and returning viewers. We're glad to have you with us. If you are new, we hope you will be returning, that you find something you enjoy. And if you are returning, we're always glad to see you back. And if you are in the shadows, please feel free to join us on YouTube. And, yeah, we will go into that in a little bit. Okay. Okay. What are you drinking? We're drinking water.
Yes.
We're getting a very, very late start this morning.
Very late start.
Because we had a lot of things going on. Sorry about that.
Mea culpa, mea culpa, mea
maxima culpa. Okay, so we will just get right into it, I guess. We have water, as we were saying, and this is the last day of the month for us for recording for the month of June, so we have a lot of things going on. Let's go into our charities. Want to continue to say something about Knitter's Magics. That's our local yarn shop. They're supporting Evan's House, which is a very good charity for children through adults, for hats and gloves and whatever it is that you can give to them. And then we have, of course, the Pregnancy Center. So we are always, as always, very appreciative for your donations whenever you feel called to make and give them to us. No pressure whatsoever, as always. Okay? And Laura, who is Gracie's mom, 62, is our contact person there. We love her dearly. Okay. We are going to go straight into what's happening in other groups. Okay? The Yarn and I Cappy podcast is having a Mickey. I love Mickey. Cal Lau. It goes through November 18th, which is Mickey's birthday.
I'm actually not really clear on the rules for that.
I'm not. They're all in her group.
Oh, okay.
I have to go look at them. So for more detailed information, you check it out. It's anything to do with like Disney and the theme park.
That makes sense.
All that kind of stuff.
I was like, does that have to be all about Mickey? I mean,
No,
I didn't know.
it's everything. It's everything.
That
Disney.
makes more sense.
It's everything Disney.
Makes more
I think
sense.
Mickey is the face of Disney.
He is.
Okay, so that's what that's about, and you can check out the rules in her group. She is also, as you know, our co-host for the PHNT and Tales, but we'll get into that later. Crocheting Hoovian podcast group has a feature creature Cal Lau, and they should be ending the second quarter pretty soon here, because the third quarter starts in July. And right now it's still farm animals, I think. And she's co-hosting that with Doc Fire Woman, who is Deborah from the Diary of a Physicist Farm Cow podcast. Okay? And the rules are in their groups. It's a lot of fun, and they do allow for double, triple dipping. They have double chances for prizes. You just have to go look at their groups to see what that is. And as we have mentioned multiple times, but for those of you who are new, if we mention groups or podcasts of whatever kind, usually it's because one or both of us think you might enjoy them and we like them. Okay? Also in Laura's group, I think she's still doing the I keep forgetting the name of her shawl. I apologize, Laura. Life Changes shawl. She's still doing that, I think, and she's got a Whip It Good Cal going. So that's to get all the finished objects completed. Now, the Diary of a Physicist Farm Gal podcast, as we said, that's Deborah, and she's got several longs going. She has a Kid or Get Her Done. I like big shawls, and I cannot lie.
That one always makes me smile.
Yes, I do. I love that. That one she's doing with someone else, and so it's only knitted, okay, shawls, and the rules are in her group, but it has to do with a certain yardage. I think it's over 1,200 yardage stays in the palm.
And everything
pattern.
you say about our podcast sounds like something I enjoy. I just wish I had more time. I just don't have enough time to watch all the podcasts.
I know. The Farmer's Almanac is the one that always makes me smile. I mean, because it changes every month, and it's just a lot of fun. And I wish I was able to put more stuff in there, but I just, like you said, there's so little time and so much to do. Never Have I Ever, which is fun as well. And then, as I said, she's doing the creature feature with Laura. I think she said she might be doing something on her birthday for something. I don't remember what it was. Because the last podcast I watched, I still haven't finished it yet because it's been... What are you looking for?
Is my turtle over there? Oh, no, there it is. I just wanted an export.
Anyway, I'm still behind on many podcasts, and Deborah's, I'm in the middle of one. So I don't know I forgot what she said, but check that out. There's a lot going on. The Bee's Knees group... Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped Brittany. Comforting Crafts group, that's B-Wing, who's Brittany. And she's got... Not a podcast. This one and the next one are not podcasts. What are you reading? 19 hats in 2019, 52 dishcloths in 2019, and color work. So that's in Brittany's group, okay? The Bee's Knees group, that's Vonnie, who's Studio Von Design, and she has 19, just 19, which always makes me smile because you can do whatever you want. The Never Cast Off podcast group, which is Deb's Destiny, who is Debbie, and Blue Yarn Always, who is Sheila. They're doing Tracking Stash 2019. And as I keep saying, I haven't had a chance to go check the Vega Wrap knit along. I'm not sure if that's still going or not. Mm-hmm. And they're getting ready to start Debbie's babushka. Because I got a message that the pattern has been released. So they might be doing that. I think that's what I read. I'm sorry, Debbie, I don't remember the email. Vanilla Sock Pig podcast group is Vanilla Sock Pig, who is Stephanie. And she is currently doing autism awareness with us, okay? Undead Yarn podcast, who is Nitty Girl, that's Heidi, and she's got a Frogget, Finish Your Frogget, I think it's called, and also her thread also has a whatever Heidi's project's done in Heidi's yarn, so you have a chance to win something there, okay? I wanted to say that Cozy Up Knits has several things going, I believe. I haven't had a chance to go look at their...
I just finished watching their latest podcast.
I'm in the middle of it.
I was watching them actually at the doctor's office because for a little while I was the only one in the waiting room, and I love the home improvement shows they have there. So it's like I'd listen to part of them and then they show something interesting on the screen, so I had to pause them, watch that part of the home improvement show, put them back on. So it took me a very long time.
They're a lot of fun to watch. I think there's 4 of them.
There are 4.
4 of them, and one is a
4.
set of twins. And I've had them on my list to watch for a long time, and I watch one episode and then I get carried away with other things and I watch another episode, and I always enjoy them. Mm-hmm. They're funny. They really are. They have great dynamic, and they are talented designers. And check out their group and check out their alongs, okay? Because they're really something else, and a lot of fun. Okay, going on to current stuff for us. We have the PHN Tea and Tails year-long Cal Lao, and it's now almost halfway done, okay? And now, I'm going to go through the rules for this one. The rules for our stuff, as I've said multiple times, but in case you're new, the rules are basically the same. So for this one, I'll go through the rules, and for everything else that's in our group, I will just say what's different. So this runs...
These things is not like the other.
Are you quite finished? Stop being an oboe head. Okay. This along...
And you're stopping me?
This
That's
along started January 1st, 2019, and it runs through the end of the year. Projects must be knit, loom knit, or crocheted, and previous whips are allowed but must be worked on during the time frame of the CAL. Chatter and pictures will all be in the same thread. Projects must be tied in some way, shape, or form to the theme of tea and or tales, and by tales we mean fictional tales, graphic novels, novelizations, regular novels, chapter books, children's books that have the beginning, middle, and end, stuff like that. If you have any questions, you can ask one of the moderators or us, and you can also look on Goodreads or Amazon. Okay.
Make your argument. I know that Rose has come up with some very
creative
ways to make things tie in.
Rose is amazing. Okay. And her stuff's really fun to read.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now post one WIP per project per week, and the FO whenever it's finished. So even if you did a WIP on Monday and you finished it on Thursday, you can still post the WIP and the FO in the same week. Let's see. And by one WIP per project per week, I do mean you have separate posts for each project. You don't have to put all the projects in one post.
I'm not playing on my phone, guys. I'm marking my water because I need to keep track, and I'll forget otherwise.
Okay. Any Franciscan Gypsies design FO that can be related to tea and or tails. Lady Furnicle Creations yarn or patterns. I have one that can be related to tea and or tails, is eligible for 2 chances at a prize. Joanna Johnson's patterns are eligible for 2 chances at a prize, as are Mom Cooks and Crocheting Hoovians and Studio Von Designs, if they are related to tea and or tails in any way, shape, or form, as is Cappy's shawl that she so generously donated to us and actually created for us for this along.
Which is so sweet.
She has a kit, and we have a dedicated thread that shows how generous she has been with the kit, and a discount for that and a discount for everything else that is just for us. It's in our dedicated thread there, and we are very appreciative of that.
Sorry, guys.
If you do my yarn or Cappy's yarn with a featured pattern related to tea and or tails, you get 3 chances at a prize. Okay, so but you are responsible for your multiple postings. All right. Did I forget to say Studio Von Designs patterns? I did. It was at the end.
I thought you said it. Maybe you didn't.
Okay, well, she also is included. Okay, and that's Vonnie, who's Studio Von Designs. All right. This quarter's prize is the Plum Deluxe Purple Package and one pattern by Mom Cook, who is Renee. Okay. And we will have to talk about the ramifications of that later on for the new things that we're doing. Okay. We have 2 end-of-year mega prizes, which is amazing. One was donated by Cappy, and one is donated by us. All right, now, the Autism 2019 is almost over. You have 20 days has September, April, June, and November. You have, by the time you see this, it might be over. Okay, I will
because Monday is July 1st.
Yes. So Monday morning, one of us will close the thread because I think all our moderators are in the States now.
Yes.
So one of us will close it out sometime Monday morning, which will give you a little extra time to get those projects in for autism awareness. So let's see here.
But be forewarned, Mom and I get up early.
Yes, we do. Especially on Sundays when we have a 7 a.m. Mass. So, but actually sometimes I don't close it up till we get out of Mass. So,
but it wouldn't close on Sunday anyway. We close on
Oh, you're
Monday.
right. Monday we're up. Yep. So we might close it like around 4 o'clock in the morning or something, Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
But you never know. Just don't leave it to the last minute.
You might get away with something.
You might. Okay. Now,
Oops.
this...
Oops is bunny.
Oh. Okay. Apologize.
Sorry.
All right.
Oops is happening.
This ran April 1st and goes to June 30th. All right. And all the rules are basically the same. The hashtag for Instagram is PHNAA2019, and for Ravelry it's PHNAA2019. Okay. Laura Concert, our very lovely Laura Concert, who has been doing this with us for years, is one of our co-hosts, and the equally lovely Vanilla Sock Pig, who is Stephanie. This is her first year, but she has expressed interest in, yes, doing it again with us next year.
Oh, okay, yes.
So that's awesome. So they are our co-hosts, and we're very glad to have them with us. These projects, well, we already said that that's all the same. All the main rules are the same. The thing that's different here is they have to be brightly colored, okay? If you use Lady Furnicle Creations yarn that's brightly colored, you will get 2 chances at a prize, okay? And if you use Talia's patterns, and I think we said Laura's patterns for this, autism awareness, you get 2 chances at a prize. And if you use my yarn with one of the featured patterns, then you get 3 chances at a prize. Oh, and Mom Cook has 2 patterns that we are, the Jack Be Nimble and the Jack Be Nimble and the Sunshine.
I can never
Sunrise.
remember the two.
I can never remember the name of the cowl, but
It is.
Sunrise or Sunshine.
I feel
forget.
like it's a sunrise. No, sunshine. I don't know.
can't remember.
It's a sun something.
It's a beautiful cowl.
Here comes
Absolutely.
the sun.
It's an absolutely beautiful cowl. And Mom Cook, I would understand if you completely got annoyed with us because we can't remember it. But I'm sure Beth is on a little more than Renee is.
We
so
really need to actually write it down.
I have it written down somewhere. Let me see. And also we have, the other pattern is the weighted lapgan and the teddy bear by
The person.
Miss World.
Okay, I was going to say the person.
The person, Miss
The
World.
person who did it.
We have very generous
Yes, we-
people who donate things. Let's see here. Where are we?
We are in the recording room
Yes, we are. Well,
in
we're
the
my-
house
Let's see here.
with the knitting.
Renee. Okay, these are the prizes that we have to offer. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Crocheting Hoovian's pattern, Jack B. Nimble pattern, Miss World pattern. So I got everything. I just haven't written down the Sunshine pattern. I had it written down in my notes before, but it didn't transfer.
I'm throwing out these references here and like no one's. You're just ignoring me.
I'm tired.
Okay.
I didn't go to sleep until like 11 last night.
I beat you,
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. That's
and
probably,
I blame Pate.
that would be Wombat of Doom. Doom, doom, doom. Wombat of Doom. Hi, Patty.
Hi, Patty.
We love Patty. Okay. I forgot. Also, my pattern is of it. You know, if you do it bright colored, is eligible for 2 chances at a prize. Sparkle Like the Star You Are runs also until tomorrow. It stops on the 30th. So July 1st, that's done. And
I've actually been really good about working something sparkly the entire time.
yeah, I don't know that I have.
You're a horrible person.
Yeah, I don't think I have. I don't know.
It was kind of my suggestion because I was working a lot of sparkles.
I like
You generally don't work a lot of sparkles.
I like dyeing it up,
Mm-hmm.
and I did dye up a lot of yarn, sparkle yarn. But
Yeah, you did.
I can only
You
do
don't
so
really
much.
knit with a lot of it.
No, I think I would like to do it with as accents to shawls and in hats.
Well, I think it'll be really pretty in that Christmas stocking Davina wants, where it'll be blue and silver, and the silver will be a sparkly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's gonna be so pretty.
Yep.
I just make sure to get her like a finger weight one since she wants a comet base.
Well, I'm really looking forward to starting Cappy's shawl because she gave me the comet base to go with the DK with a kit.
You see, if you'd actually started that.
I didn't have time. I told Cappy I wouldn't have.
Excuses.
Well, I still have time for the PHN, for the
Excuses.
Tea and Tails. That's what it's for.
Excuses.
Anyway, this along ends tomorrow. Cal. The tag is PHN Sparkle 2019 and hashtag PHN Sparkle 2019 on Instagram. And let's see. Featured yarns, Lady Fernicle Creations, Sparkle Yarn. Featured patterns, any Franciscan Gypsy Design pattern or Lady Fernicle Creations pattern. Now this I am going to read because I get really confused if I don't. Okay, those get 2 chances at a prize. If you use my yarn and sparkle, or if you use Taya's pattern in a sparkle yarn. If my yarn is used with Taya's pattern, 3 chances at a prize for the FO. If you use the Follow Your Star colorway with one of the featured patterns, that's 4 chances at a prize. And of course, if you use it with my pattern, it's also 3 chances at a prize, unless it's Follow Your Star, which is 4. Okay?
I just realized I chose the wrong color to match with my shirt. Oh well, I should grab my yellow one.
Are you quite finished, you oboe head? Not even remotely cute. All right.
Well, people say I look a lot like you.
I never said I was cute.
You say it all the time.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I said I'm
You're cute.
Okay.
So you say it all
The coupon
time.
code for my yarn for our members for 20% off is in the pre-order still, and the Autism Awareness and Sparkle Like the Star You Are. I don't have a lot there at the moment because I sold most of my stuff to our local LYS, but I am in the process of restocking, and you will see more about what I'm going to be putting in there when we get to the Etsy shop news. But if you see something you like now, it's 20% off. So for you guys,
cool.
if you, with the pre-order, with the code. I think that is it. Now that my tongue-tiedness is finished.
The tiredness of tongues.
Do I start?
You do, because you have 7 to my 5.
Okay. I didn't think I was going to have this many, but I actually was able to get a little bit more done than I wanted, than I thought.
Than
that
you
I
wanted to?
Yes, that I want. Not what I wanted to, but you know. Okay. In my,
I had a momentary terror that we didn't have the microphone on, but we did.
oh gee, I think I could go through all that again. It felt like 50 minutes, and it was only 20. Okay.
The longest 20 minutes of
Ever.
your life.
Okay, my Kiki Boo Owl's bag is my Sherbet Toddler Hat 2 project. And you can see I've made some progress on this.
I don't remember where it was at last time, but I know you made progress.
It was about maybe halfway through this orange, I think.
Okay.
So, and I worked on this yesterday when I was watching a movie with my husband. Toward the end there. I've kind of lost a little bit of my knitting desire. I mean, I want to, but between my hands and everything that's been going on, it's been really hard for me to want to focus on anything. All I want to do is sleep. So
It's very weathery over here right now.
So that's this. And the yarn here is Sherbet Stripe. It's the, I love this yarn print. And this will be going to either the pregnancy center or to Evan's house. And, let's see here.
It's basically an eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
What?
About who will get what.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, in my,
I really need to start knitting more baby things. I think if I find some colorwork baby things, then I'll be good.
oh, I know, but that's going to be so hard to give away. You have to sell
No,
it.
I really don't have any problem.
You want to make sure the person gets that, appreciates it. Color work.
Mm.
You have to make sure it's superwash because they're going to just throw in the wash.
Right.
Okay, in my Mama C's Words, Words, Words bag.
Most of my colorwork is superwash because it's what I have and own mostly.
Yeah. This is my Lady Caprice from the Terra the Sea Turtle pattern by Talia. And I did a fair amount on this.
I do love this combination.
Here we go. I love the combination of both of them. But I'm on the decreases, I think, on this. So you can see.
And it's Cappy's yarn on the top.
Yes, that's Cappy's yarn and the Lady Fernicle colorway on the top. It's Villainous, which is Dragonfly Fibers on the bottom here. And this is Tangerine Speedo by
Marigold Jen.
Miracle Jen.
Yeah.
Jenny, every time I say that, I just laugh.
And then the mental image, you're like, no.
No,
Larry, no.
No, that's just not right.
Because the orange Speedo, of course, no.
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 Don't need to see that.
Yeah.
So, but Jenny, I appreciate the giggle. Thank you. Jenny is amazing. She is one of those people, like, I brought her mini skein last time I went to Maryland Super Wool, and she was so very supportive.
Mm-hmm.
I love Jenny. And her daughter, too. Very supportive. I'm sorry, I forget the name of Hobbledehoy, but she...
I used to know it.
I did too. I know it's in here. I just can't bring it out.
It'll probably come out in the middle of the podcast as soon as we stop.
Yeah. She is her mother's daughter. She's just very, very sweet. And so this is in my Mom Would See Words bag.
I always think it's a funny saying that someone is their mother's daughter or whatever. It's just like, okay. Yes, that much is evident by the fact that they are their daughter.
That's not necessarily true. If someone's adopted.
Okay, I mean, I guess you can make that argument. Maybe. I'll grant you that.
I win. Go.
Only because I let you.
I apologize for anybody who had earbuds.
In my... Sorry, bringing up my show notes. I guess the first one I will show is in... I think it's this bag. Yeah, I think it's this bag. Hey! This is my Silver Shed USA PHM bag.
Just a little bit longer. No yawning. No, you're not even remotely. Do the project.
So, this is Anne's Sweater by Joanna Johnson. That's the pattern. The project is Anne's Midnight Romance because the colorway is Midnight Romance. And this yarn is not available anymore. I don't even know why I tell you guys what it is, because you're not going to be able to get any.
I think the shop is still, the farm is still there. I don't think they do this color anymore.
Belisaire's Knitting Baskets.
Yep.
And it's Natural Wonder alpaca yarn.
And this yarn is like 6 years old.
Oh yeah, it's like, it's very early on. I was still primarily a sweater knitter at that point. Which is why I have sweaters quantity. And I'm weirdly doing sweaters this year. I haven't done sweaters.
Well,
I guess I did. Did I knit a sweater last year? I might have finished.
I don't know if you did.
Maybe it was the year before.
I have to finish my baby sweater so I can get to doing another sweater.
So, I got some work on it. That's
really pretty.
Yeah, I really love the sparkle.
Not necessarily something I would wear, but you definitely would.
Yeah, and it's something that classes up any outfit that you wear.
Possibly.
Classes up any outfit you wear.
Possibly.
It does.
That assumes you have class to begin with.
I always have class. Learned it from my mom.
Mm-hmm. Nice backhanded compliment there.
I'm so good.
You like to think so. I see the mask. You like to think so. With his mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm gonna look forward. The thing is, I'm not even like thinking ahead too overly much to when I actually have it. It's just an enjoyable project right now.
It's fun. We're
I mean,
knitters.
it's straight stockinette, which is a bit unusual, but I think because the brain fog has been bad at times, it's nice to have this alternated with my color work.
Right, and you could just go.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what weight is that?
This is DK.
Okay, I thought it was heavier, so that's good. I mean, heavier than fingering.
I've never knit a fingering sweater.
I'm sorry?
I have never knit a fingering sweater.
Oh. This is my other Mama C bag. It's my turtle bag that she made for me. I love this bag. I commented so much on this that when we traded, she made me this bag. I love this. She's an absolute doll. This is my other turtle. This is Timber the baby turtle from the Biddy the Bashful baby turtle pattern. And I am also on the decrease here. And I love this combination too. This is Dragonfly Fibers in the sheaf colorway. Mm-hmm. This is...
I feel like that's a Marigold Gen, maybe?
Marigold Gen in the fresh colorway. Mm-hmm. And then the orange, this gold is liquid gold in Madeline Tosh. Mm-hmm. Boy, and I'm on a roll.
You are. And that Mad Tosh yarn was used in the design for the original Biddy.
So I'm really
that's
enjoying
your
this.
Little friend, your little PH and trivia right there
for the day. Yeah, and this one, as I mentioned before, I really hope that when I finish this one, I will then restart the shell, have this for the bottom, where you see the green now, and then the green will be the head. Mm-hmm. So I'll have fraternal twins. So I'm enjoying this immensely. I like Talia's patterns. I generally stick to her patterns, although there are a couple I like. Little Muggles. I like Patchwork Moose.
Oh my gosh, Patchwork Moose has the cutest little Loch Ness Monster.
Patchwork Moose has the cutest little everything.
Yes, she does, but I want that Loch Ness Monster.
I think I have that pattern.
I don't know if I have the pattern. I am in love.
I know I have
with
it on. I think I have it on the queue.
I'm in love with that Loch Ness Monster. I need to make it.
Okay, your
eventually.
Turn. Your turn.
So I can't remember. Someone made me this.
This is Victorian Studio.
Do you actually expect me to remember stuff?
Yes.
That's a big mistake.
You have to listen. You have to open your ears.
Big mistake.
Big mistake. Yes, that is a reference.
So
we didn't say it correctly, but we said the words, but not the tone correctly.
Yeah. In my Victorian Studio Birdie's bag, and I love the way she made this bag because it's kind of a quilted fabric. Mm-hmm. I just like sitting here petting it.
Well, she's very talented.
And I feel it. It's so petty. It's
Victorian
soft.
Studio is Maureen, and I don't think she makes bags anymore for her. I thought she was going to sell her bags, but she doesn't. She only sells her stitch markers.
You gotta feel it in here.
She's very, very talented. This is quilted.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
It's so soft.
I mean, I don't mean quilted that with the.
No, it's
overstitching,
the quilt. It's quilted.
It feels like it's quilted to us.
Yeah.
Our understanding of quilt. It's a very nice bag.
So this is the. Hold on, I need to pull the pattern out because I can't remember the name of the pattern. Well, the few projects I actually have the pattern, for my plain knitting, the stuff that's not color work, I have the patterns in the bag usually. For my color work knitting, I tend to have it on Kindle. So this is Ridgeline Wrap Cardigan by Pearl Soho.
Oh, that's pretty. I like Pearl Soho. She does a good pattern. Because I was thinking about, is that just worsted or is that bulky?
This is worsted.
Okay.
At least what I'm using is worsted. I can't remember what it calls for.
We have to look
close.
We'd have to look her up and Jane Richmond.
And she pattern. I know she said on the front of the page somewhere. Let's see.
It's a bunny.
But I'm calling this.
It's a bunny.
Yeah. I'm calling this my lounging sweater.
The what?
Lounging sweater.
Oh, lounging sweater. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like I copied over where it said what material to me is at the end. She actually expects you to read through the pattern. That's so funny.
It's cute.
Because I never read through the pattern. I'll do enough if I'm doing something size like a sweater to circle my numbers for my size. But I never read through the pattern. That's ridiculous. And I know that's exactly
impossible.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do is read the pattern. Okay, so she used baby alpaca. I just have superwash. And don't know if it said the weight. I don't find the weight on here. I must have seen it on the Ravelry page what the weight was because I mean I did my gauge swatch and everything. And I had to go down needle sizes. I remember that much. But I think because alpaca's a little more drapey.
Could be. I wonder if bamboo would be the same way.
I don't know. I prefer bamboo to cotton, though. I really don't like the way cotton feels
I like
on my
bamboo
hands when I'm knitting it.
I like bamboo.
I like bamboo, and I've knit colorwork bamboo.
Yeah. Oh, have you?
It's partially bamboo. It's
usually a blend.
The sheep one.
Okay.
So I've knit two things.
The bamboo blend tends to have a little bit of a sheen to it and a drape. It's nice.
Let's see. What was it coming in? I was trying to see what needles. So it calls for US 6s. I am using.
You're using a cat?
I am using a cat.
Like 5s?
4s.
4s. I thought they were 4s before I looked at them, but that would drive me insane to do 4s.
I'm actually in the middle of the row, and I'll have to fix that later. But
are you doing it flat?
yes, it's a flat sweater.
Oh, that's awesome. I have to look at it.
Well, it's not flat. It's flat because it's not connected. When you do sleeves, you're gonna have to.
Oh, I understand that, but I don't like having to cast on like in the round 50,000 stitches.
But it wouldn't be in the round anyway.
Some people do for like not for cardigans, but for
Well, this is a cardigan.
Yeah.
So
That's a nice.
this is a long ribbing. I'll show you the sweater again.
Did you say it was like a gazillion inches?
Yeah, it is. It's like
5 inches?
almost
or
no.
Oh, no, 18. That's what you said. 18 minus 5 inches.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm like, 5 inches. That's cute. No, this is like go to town with ribbing. So
I like that though.
I do. Well, I like the way that much ribbing fits.
And it looks nice.
I mean, it's ribbing all throughout that sweater. And it's going to be such a comfy sweater. This is Cascade 220, I believe.
And the thing about this is that because it doesn't feel overly heavy, but it's heavy enough.
Right. This is Cascade 220, and the colorway is Puget Sound. I've had this yarn forever.
Is that what you did when you originally were going to do that one sweater that we had to beg out of the...
No. That they gave me a red finger and weight yarn for that.
Oh, I remember that. I had blue. I was wondering if I gave it to you.
No. I got this from Craftsy.
Mm-hmm.
I believe a part of it was free, and then I purchased the rest to make a sweater's worth. I believe it was something like that. And I've had this for years as well. It's been sitting on my shelf waiting for me to find the perfect project for it.
Right.
And this is... I will really enjoy having this sweater.
I wonder if I have enough yarn, that yarn I won from Gracie's Mom
well,
62.
It requires...
It's worse because I have like 2,000 yards.
It requires... Well, for the size I'm making, it's 2145.
I might have enough for me.
Yeah.
I think I'm the one size down from you. I think.
Well, I'm making it 38 and a half
Oh, yeah, I'm not a 38 and a half.
Well, but hang on. The size is 38 and a half, but it fits the actual chest circumference of 34 to 37. Because it's a very loose sweater. It's supposed to be loose.
I could probably get in the same. Well, you and I can on loose sweaters, we can wear the same sweaters and things.
Right. Because I'm not that much bigger than you are.
No, but you're bigger on top a little
Yes.
bit, and that kind of. You're just a little bigger than I am. You're taller than I am.
I'm just not that much. I'm just.
Oh, so the person who says you're so cute, you're so short.
You always admit that I'm taller than you when it's convenient to you.
Of course. Why would I do it otherwise?
But it has a good sleeve length, too, 18 inches. I might lengthen it depending on how much, because I like my. I've got really long arms.
I think
got
I have.
orangutan arms.
I have to see how much I have in there.
But like, I'm actively working 2 sweaters at a time. I have not done this in over a year, and this was what I used to do. I only used to knit sweaters. For those of you who don't, those of you, wow.
Those of you,
I'm from
Connecticut.
Pittsburgh.
Connecticut, use guys.
Actually, Pittsburgh doesn't say use. They say yins.
Use is like New Haven.
Yeah.
Because my
I think Pittsburgh. No,
my
Pittsburgh's
grandmother.
not yins. It's New Jersey. It's yins.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
All I know is my grandmother used to say use.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's fun. Well, was it maybe the Italian?
It could
as
be.
well.
Laura, is it the Italian? I don't know. Laura Crochet and Hoovian.
Okay, so yes, that is what. Get untangled. It's kind of amusing that I am working through these, and this and the Ann sweater came with me to the doctor's appointment, because it doesn't matter if I stop in the middle. There's no increase like this. This is really simple knitting right now.
And you can read this. Even I can read this. What
Yeah.
comes next? Okay, what comes next? You just.
And I love this much ribbing. It's squishy. Because I don't think she means it for fitting, because you can have ribbon for fitting, but the way she's having it's such a loose sweater. This is more to make it as squishy and comfortable as possible.
Right. It's more of a weight to it.
Yeah, and you can stretch it around you. I mean, I can see bringing your knees up to your chest and just wrapping it around yourself like a blanket. This would be. I look forward to having this sweater.
Cool. Okay. Well done, Pearl Soho.
Yes.
The next one is in my Cloverbird Mickey Mouse bag. And this is my Colorful Birds wrap from the Show Off Boomerang pattern by April Klitsch. And the yarn is Test Designers Yarn Superwash Merino Worsted, but I don't know what the colorway is because it didn't say. And I made quite a little bit of progress on this as well.
We did make a little bit of progress on it.
Beth, you said that you liked the way it was pooling, so do I. It's very pretty.
I think Kay gave a shudder somewhere.
Oh, the pooling, yes, Kay. I'm sorry, Kay. I like pooling.
I actually don't work a whole lot where there is pooling, because I don't work a whole lot lately with yarns that are not solid.
Yeah, it's usually when you do Davina's hats in my yarn. Because I tend to have pooling or striping in my yarn.
Mm-hmm. Mini stripes.
Mini stripes, yeah. So that's how it looks. I'm not in a real hurry to finish this. It's just one of those things where you just knit. This is how much I have. I think there's like 560 yards or something in this. 600 yards. Let me see if it has it here. I thought I had the yardage in here somewhere. I don't see the yardage in here. 570 yards, 8 ounces. So it's a very generous skein, and I'm enjoying working with it. And now I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if I liked it or not, and now I kind of like it more. So we'll just see.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to see. Which is actually what you literally just said.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Your turn. There's the pinky fighting that she wanted us to do. So it's not pinky.
Oh, the pinky fight.
Don't.
What did they used to say? That I two a thumb more. It's.
I don't know the
Is
saying.
it 1, 2, 3, 4? I declare a thumb more.
I don't know.
That's what it is.
We just used to do it. I don't. Go ahead. Your turn.
That's what you're supposed to do. And I'm not going to actually thumb war you, but no, I'm not going to actually thumb war you. All you do
My
is
hands hurt.
1,
Today.
2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war, and then you fight.
Yeah. We used to do the thumb wars, but I'm liable to scratching my nails a little longer than I want them to be.
So my next project, I got some work on. Okay, that's where the sweater is. In my Silver Shed USA Batman bag. This is one of my earliest bags. Early Silver Shed bags. So let me hang on. I'm gonna go so I can actually tell you guys what the pattern is. Oopsie. It's a bunny. Okay, so this is LG 85 Fills. And it Fills is spelled F-I-L-S. And it's by Tammy Eggman Thompson. It's E-I-G-E-M-A-N.
Eggman?
Yeah, Eggman
I don't know.
Thompson.
Pretty. Beautiful, beautiful shawl.
Beautiful shawl. Colorwork shawl. So, you're always in the middle row with this because it eventually gets steeked. So this got a little bit of work. Not as much as I would have liked, but you are...
You will know the reason for all this later. Wow. Look at that.
And I do like... I wasn't sure the bright red would show up as much as I like, but it is going to.
Very nice.
And let me get over here.
Reminds me of the Eye of Sauron.
Well, it's actually called Scarlet Witch, not the Eye of Sauron.
I know, it looks like the Eye of Sauron. Scarlet Witch, huh?
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna love that. Can I have it? Is this Eye of Scarlet Witch?
It's not the Eye of Scarlet Witch.
I know that. You know I made a mistake in what I was saying. You're just being obnoxious.
So,
What?
yeah, I'm enjoying this. The colors that the designer used were dark purple, light purple, and then the gold, the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
This is all Knit Picks yarn. It's actually non-superwash because I always wanted to, because I was steeking, I wanted to do non-superwash.
Right.
I know, Heidi. I just need to spit splice.
Spit splice.
Spit splice. I just haven't had a chance. I can't just do it. I don't know how. So I have to like watch a video or something.
And also, this is like, you can't just do it. I mean, it's color work.
Yes. So I know I need to learn, Heidi. But this is Peruvian Highland wool.
She's pushing you gently.
She is gently pushing.
Because she did that.
It helps with growth.
Yes. She's very good about motivating us.
This is Knit Picks wool, the Andes. This color is red, very creatively. I think I took all my yellow out of here.
Not
because I
even
was
tomato or cherry, just
no,
red.
just red. Yeah, I took all my yellow out. This one is Garnet Heather.
That's pretty.
And it does look like Garnet Heather.
Isn't that gorgeous?
It has a slight heathering too.
Yeah, it does. It's got that. It almost has that black cherryish kind of look.
Yeah,
to it.
and
Really pretty.
I don't have the gold still in here, so I can't remember what that was called. So yes, I am enjoying working on this. It needs to get more work, and it's slowly growing. I mean, I have a lot of big projects going right now, which is a bit odd for what my tendency has been. My tendency had been to work a lot of hats, but I think because I'm trying to stretch a little bit with my color work, I want a challenge. I'm not quite into the brioche challenge because I can't have my brain's not there yet, and nor am I really wanting to do double knitting at this time.
Dan's stuff is looking really nice.
Oh, he's doing such a good job.
He does such a great job.
So,
Okay.
there we go. I need to
My
get back to my pattern.
next one is in my Silver Shed USA Tortoise vs. Hare 2017 bag. Okay. And this is my Bobbing Along baby blanket. I'm getting close to starting a new one. Not a blanket, new yarn ball. Whoops, that's my ball. I made quite a bit of progress on this. You can see. I think it's probably about a third of the way done. So we'll see when I do the other yarn if I decide to call it done at the end of the second one or if I decide to do the third one.
You just have to decide it's long enough.
Yeah. So this is what we've got. I tend to like something that can go in a crib or
Right,
something.
I was just thinking like in a baby carriage.
Yeah, or something, because I don't necessarily like the square ones as much, but they
well,
work too.
they can possibly use it longer this way.
Yeah. So this is the second skein, and this is the one I'm I'm actually almost finished with the, I got this much left. So that's that. And the yarn is Yarn Bee Sugar Wheel.
So I guess it'd be me. So in my Silver Shed USA books bag, I almost forgot about this
Books bag.
project. So this, I will miss this pattern when it's done because it's very potato chippy. It's just, I pick it up, I can talk while I'm doing it. It's not, as much as I love my complex color work, it's what the thing created is beautiful enough and interesting enough that I'm enjoying knitting it, but it's mindless enough that I can do other things while I'm knitting it. It's hit that weird, perfect rhythm. There's some colorwork patterns I don't even look at because they're not complex looking enough for me. I want something that visually stimulates me. So, anyway, this is the Off With Their Heads by Faye Kennington. Yes, I did say that right. And
It's looking nice.
look, the hearts are formed. This was working so much better than the first time I did. This is the alternate spring hats project.
Very, very nice.
Because the original spring hats was with the gold down here and
Why
the
did you
blue
say
up
Off
here.
With Their Heads then?
Off With Their Heads is a pattern.
Oh, okay.
The project.
Okay. I was confused.
So. And this will probably go and be donated or on our church table, so then that the proceeds can be donated, so to like Pregnancy Center or Evan's house kind of stuff.
Okay.
The yarn I'm using
Yes.
is shepherd's wool.
That's non-superwash, right?
It is non-superwash, but it's not rough or anything. The yellow
Well, I'm
is
just concerned about the charity people maybe not having a way to wash it.
well. That's why maybe I'll sell it
Yeah.
at like on the table or something.
Yeah. Hand wash.
Yeah. So the yellow is sun yellow. The pink is zinnia pink.
Zinnia?
Zinnia. And the blue, it's on this side somewhere. No, it's not. Oh, that's right. I don't have the blue in here anymore.
Isn't that sky blue or something?
I feel like it was something like sky blue.
Or powder blue or something?
Powder. But yeah, I don't have the ball band because once I finished using it, I didn't need it anymore, so I put it back in my other balls of yarn because it was taking up room that didn't take up. So, yeah, this is just a nice potato chippy colorwork knitting.
Cool. I'm very talented here. I almost pulled this part of the yarn plus the behind it because I am talented. Let me just...
No potato chippy colorwork knitting for you.
Not today. Okay, let me just put this away. Because I'm not sure how much knitting I'm going to be able to get done this week, or crocheting. Thankfully, as much as I want to see my cousin and stuff, we're not having visitors this week. Because that's another report that's going to be like, alright. I've had this in here before. I'll have to figure that out later. Okay. In
You didn't
my
work on it that much. It shouldn't have grown that much.
Knitting Magic large lavender flowers on a dark field bag, this is my local yarn shop, is my Welcome Little One project. I did some on this toward the beginning of the week, and then I stopped around the middle because just things got a little crazy. So I did do several rows on this. It may not look like it, but I did. I'm getting closer to the 5 inches. I'm sorry about that. So you can see right now it's just garter. But like I said, you can see here where I've got markers, the turtle markers, for where I'm going to be starting to do something slightly different. So this is coming along, and it's fun, and this will go probably on the table, or it might be given to somebody. I haven't decided. And this is by 5410 Studio, and I love their stuff. Absolutely love their stuff. This is the first thing I think that I'm going to be able to actually finish, but not because their patterns are unclear, but just because life happened.
Right.
They are really fantastic. They are accessible. I emailed them one time with something saying, hey, I don't want to do this in this particular weight yarn. What if I do this? And they told me how to do it, and just very accessible. 5410 Studio. So enjoying that very much. The colorway is my own yarn and the Bare Necessities. Bulky. Okay, your turn.
Sorry, guys. So my final one is, well, all the yarn is in my Knitting's My Bag, Autism Awareness Bag. But the project itself is in my Silver Shed USA Peanuts bag, which only holds Christmas stockings. So, this is Ho 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 for me. The pattern is actually Ho 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 by General Hogbuffer.
Very nice. It's looking very nice.
Thank you. So, it's grown. Let me think which way it would be. Yes. So, that would be this way. Let me move the tails so they aren't hopping through the top. So you can see how the deer now do look like deer.
Very nice.
I really love this design. And I was shocked by how many people have project pages where they didn't do the sheep at all. Not the sheep.
The deer?
The deer at all. It's just like, why would you? That's like the most beautiful part of this pattern. I think they just took the recipe of how to do the stocking.
And did their own thing.
And did their own thing. But, oh, it's so beautiful.
Very, very nice.
I love it muchly.
Yeah, I can see the deer now. Very nice.
And I just love the sampler setup of it where you have a different thing. I really do love patterns that do that. Because just as you get kind of bored maybe, it changes color, it changes, you know, it just has this classy look.
Very nice.
In love.
Okay. My next one is in my PHN sweater size. This is our first bag that Ann did for us that was custom.
Yes.
And this is my Secret Garden shawl from the Life Changes pattern by Laura Concert, and you'll notice that this is quite a bit smaller because Laura PM'd me and said what she thought I did, and she was absolutely correct, is I increased where I shouldn't have, and you know, just generally messed up my increases and decreases. So I took it all out and started over again. I'll tangle up in this.
Tangled up in blue?
Well, this is actually a teal, but yes. There we go. It's called Blue Jam or something like that.
Well, there you go. You're tangled with blue jam.
So this is how far I've gotten now, but see, at least it's all going the right direction. And I like
that's not the blue toe jam. That's a toe jam.
Jelly blue or whatever.
No, it was like something like toe jam. It was weird.
Yeah, no, it was.
Oh, you don't have your...
Yes, I do. It's in here somewhere. I have more ball bands in here.
Are you pulling it in?
Well, no, I have it in here. I just gotta find it. Just can't find it. There it is. I recognize she was...
toe jelly tea.
Toe jelly
Not
tea.
toe jam.
Toe jelly tea. Toe jelly tea.
Nothing with blue at all.
This is BB Knits. Toe jelly tea.
But not toe jam.
Yeah.
Weird.
So this is what it's looking like right now. And I'm enjoying it. I just had to start over again. And I knew I might because it looked funny. And I think what happened was it might have been the day that we were talking with Dakota that I got off.
Oh, okay.
That I got off, kind of off count or whatever.
So you're gonna blame Dakota?
I'm gonna blame Dakota. He can take the hit. This is the main color, and then these are the other two colors. I'm doing 3 colors. You can do multiple colors with this. I'm just doing 3.
And your color choices are very nice.
Thank you. Let's see this.
I love this rose.
Isn't
I'm
that
not a
beautiful?
pink girl, but I love that rose.
This, I've always loved Dusty Rose, even though I don't like
wearing it.
pink that much. And this is called Blushing Bride, but it's kind of a Dusty Rose to me. And this is kind of fun. It's just, I don't know what I would do it by myself, but it's nice with this. It gives a little pop. So, I'm enjoying this immensely. And the needles I'm using, I'm actually not using Chow Goose for this one. I'm using
The Niprozings.
Niprozings, yes. And I do like them. I still prefer
The Chow Goose.
the Chow Goose, but I do like these.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. Do you have any more projects?
I do not.
I don't either.
Do you have any FOs?
I don't. Do you?
No. Do you have any yarn news?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Commence to the yarn news.
To the yarn news. In my M&M's bag. Yay, M&M's bag. I think I got this in Las Vegas or something.
I think you're right.
We won't talk about my views on Las Vegas. But anyway.
They were there for a conference.
Yeah.
So, you can purge from your mind all mental images of mom just going like all Vegas crazy.
I don't do that. Anyway, I have 3 new colorways. One is autism awareness, not autism awareness. One is dysautonomia awareness. One is for the cardiac. And then the other one is just kind of a general summer kind of thing. So I'll do the summer kind of thing first. This is Rocket Pop. And it might be called Rocket Pop, aka Firecracker Pop. These are based on those, remember, people who are my age and maybe a little younger.
And it might only be here in the States.
And it might be.
I would think it would.
Well, it could be France. It could be England. They've got the same colors we have on our flag.
Mm-hmm.
This is based on those pops. They were red, white, and blue.
And it's like the stuff you would get like when the ice cream truck came around.
Yeah. Although they did sell them apparently in the store.
Oh, did they?
Popsicle did. Mm-hmm. The brand Popsicle. So this is what it looks like. And I can put this on a sparkle base if people would like it.
Mm-hmm. It'd be fun on sparkle base.
Yes. If people like this, they can PM me. I can do any base you want me to do it in. You just have to give me a little chance to get the base if I don't have it. Mm-hmm. So this will be going up in the Etsy shop pretty soon. I only have 2 skeins right now of it because our house has been in disarray. Mm-hmm. And then
I'm sorry it's got any dyeing done, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah. This was what was drying downstairs
last week.
Mm-hmm. And I haven't had a chance to do any yarn dyeing since. Here's the second skein. And these are fingering sock. All that I'm showing you is fingering sock at the moment. I can do it in any base, though. Now, this one is the dysautonomia colorway. This is if it's not a horse, it might be a zebra. And there's a story behind this. And I think I'll let Talia explain it to you because I want to make sure it's the right thing. It's a medical thing. And this is what it looks like. It's
really beautiful color. I need to do color
teal
work with that.
It's a teal with a little bit of a darker teal in it, and some of them may have more of the darker teal than less because it's something I did to kind of change up a little bit what I had originally.
Mm-hmm. I really love that.
It does have pops of a darker teal, and some skeins will have more pops of a darker teal, but it's basically a tonal teal.
Yeah, I really love it. And the idea behind it is a lot of times when you have, so in nursing school, and they do the same thing in medical school, in order to get you to think not with the most crazy thing most crazy diagnosis that could be available, like they tell you
not to jump to conclusions,
because a lot of times you get like medical students syndrome. It's not. Or you get that, you start thinking, oh, I learned about this crazy thing. It's got to be that. Mm-hmm. And you get tunnel vision and don't necessarily think about the obvious explanation. So they caution you in medical and nursing school that, hey...
And education for that matter, but they don't call it this.
Yeah, if you hear hoofbeats, it's probably not a zebra. It's probably a horse.
It's probably a horse, not a zebra. So
probably a horse, not a zebra. And... the thing is, the people who, there are people like me and some other people who we actually are those zebras. Mm-hmm. They say that the people probably aren't. So the people in the EDS community, people who have EDS, they call themselves zebras, and a group of zebras is a dazzle.
Mm-hmm. So this colorway is based on that. If it's not a horse, it's probably If it's not a zebra, it's probably a horse. Is that what I had?
No, you had, if it's
Not a horse, it's probably a zebra.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if it's not a horse, it's probably a zebra. So, that's why it's not black and white.
Mm-hmm.
The colorway is for dysautonomia, which is teal.
Yes.
So, this is, if it's not a horse, it's probably a zebra. And I think I will set up pre-orders. I just have to figure out when and how. I'm just not sure if I'm going to do both of these. We'll see. This one here is the other one, and this is for the cardiac side of it. And this is called the Telltale Heart.
So also tea and tails,
Tea and
guys.
tails. It can also go for Halloween.
Yes.
It's
very beautiful. I love those shades of red and blue.
and there's a little purple where they meet, which is where the blood kind of mixes, kind of thing. So this is Telltale Heart, and this is the cardiac side of it. So this one and the Tea and Tails. If it's not a horse, it might be a zebra. Then these two are probably going up for pre-orders. The other one, feel free to ask me for it if you want it, but it's just going to go up in the shop as I dye it up. And then I'll be doing other yarns as well as things settle down.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've got for you guys. I've got these 6 skeins of yarn. I will be dyeing up more as I get the chance, and I will try to set up a pre-order thread relatively quickly. Okay, now, what is next? That's next? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So,
Let me finish this so I'm not punching
Yes.
over you, okay? Let me just put this away. This is kind of big.
Yeah.
So, I just want to make sure that I'm not
yeah, definitely.
crackling over her, so I'll put this away so it's not interfering with what she is saying. Okay.
So, we have some new news.
Kind of exciting.
It is actually. It's actually quite exciting. I'm glancing at notes because I want to make sure I hit all the points that I want.
Yeah, we're going to be reading. She's going to be reading, basically.
So, PHN will be moving to a new home. We kind of have found that the climate in Ravelry has changed. It now feels angry and divisive. There's just so much stress already in everyday life for everybody. That we just want PHN to continue to be an escape for everybody from the daily stresses of life and a place to enjoy friendship and beautiful things. So with this in mind, we are finding ourselves a new home.
We've found a new home.
We have found a new home. We have started to furnish this new home.
Yes. People have started visiting us in our new home.
Well, they aren't really visiting if they're part of the family.
Yes, well, they've joined.
Moved into
They
the new-
moved into their apartments.
Yes, they've moved into their rooms. And they are decorating. So this site is awesome. We are super excited about it because it allows us something that Ravelry actually didn't, just by the nature of its own
because
setup.
It's a different kind of setup.
It's a different kind of setup. Its setup did not allow us to do certain things. And what I mean by those certain things is we can have now folders, for lack of a better term, for different things. So you know how in our group, a lot of times when you sticky something, we had so many stickies, you couldn't find what sticky you're looking for.
Right.
So we have... Okay, so you walk in. You click into the new PHN site. You have to sign in because guests can't see anything. So you sign in. It's free. You make yourself a profile. You sign in.
Free.
It's easy. And we'll approve you, let you in. We have an approval setting so that way we don't have bots coming in out. We don't want just random spammers, like people who want to sell things or...
It does have ads because it's a free site.
Right, we can't do anything about that.
Can't do anything about that.
But we don't want to have those bots that want to send you to sexy site, whatever.
Right.
So that's why we have the setup we do, where we're sure that it's people coming in and not just some randy sexy bot. you come into the site, you've signed in, and you're going to see the general area, and then you're going to see the moderator area. The moderator area is where moderators can talk and hash things out if they need to in a private setting. I don't foresee us using that a whole lot, but we have it. It was already with the site when we came. Then we have general discussion, which when you hit on that has things like our prayer chain. It has where people can post patterns that they found and want to share with people, just like we have at PHN, the Ravelry PHN. We have, hang on, I need to bring it up so I know what we have.
We have to put a show-off thread.
Yes, and Blair might have beat me to it.
She might have.
Or Sue, or any of them. Whoops, I hit something on profile. Let's see, notifications. Oh, okay, it's just Blair liking something that I did. Okay, so in general discussion, we will have to put it on a show-off thread. We don't have it yet.
We're still in process.
Yeah, we have Lady Fernicle Creations update. We have the prayer chain, pattern stash enabling July 2019, and then just a welcome to our forum. That came with the site. I didn't even write that. That was with the site already. Then we have back to the main area under general. So when you see general, you have moderators. Under moderators, it's just the moderator board, whatever. Under general, you have announcements. So you know how now we just have an announcement thread in Ravelry? Well, now you have an announcement board. And then in the announcement board, there's each individual thread. So announcements don't get lost. So under the announcements, we have pattern resources. So places that people can go to find patterns even outside of Ravelry. Because there are places and patterns that we maybe had never realized because so many of us don't look outside of Ravelry. And these include free knitting sites like All Free Knitting, as well as paid for. And I found, Mom found this wonderful colorwork designer. I'm so in love. Mary Ann Stevens. Oh, I'm so in love. I need to knit her stuff. Anyway. And then under announcements as well, we have just a plain announcement that says welcome to the PHN, to new PHN home. And then things like if you will see a new thread start up, if we hit the podcast late or something like that. That's not for that announcements area doesn't have comments except for moderators. That's just a place where people can go for resources, go for information.
Well, it's like having a locked thread. It's for you. It's for your information, but it's not for discussions.
Yes. And the reason we made the resources one like that is I was afraid that links would get lost in the comments. People can still send us, say, hey, I think this is a good resource. And we can be like, oh, that's awesome. We'll put that in there. We just don't want it to get lost.
Resources are different from stash enhancements.
Yeah, stash enhancements I see as being, and Mom sees as being, particular patterns where people are posting these patterns that they like. And one of us might follow to that site and be like, that's a great site. We'll add that site there.
So that will be, you'll be able to, excuse me, just like you would do on PHN in Ravelry, you would be able to show different patterns that you think would be interesting.
Right.
This is just what we're talking about here with the links. These are like sites and stuff. So, you know, the moderators are putting those in.
Yeah.
And if you see someone, tell us and we'll, you know.
Right, exactly. And probably the best place to do that would be something like a private message, which you have private message capacity here. You have tagging capacity here, just like on Ravelry. So you do like this at whoever and
to do that, you don't use the quick reply. You use a regular reply, and you'll see it up on the top, and it says tag.
Yeah, you have. You can put pictures in. You can put videos in. You can tag people. If you're putting a picture in from file, it's added as an attachment. Hang on, my phone just closed off. So that's the announcements area. The craft along area. We already have some of our along set up for the coming quarter. We have cardiac dysautonomia cal there. We have tortoise versus hare there. We have PHN discounts, Cappy's discounts there. And we have tea and tails there. The way we're going to work the alongs is we plan on having PHN still at Ravelry at least until the end of the quarter. So to give
not this quarter, next quarter.
Yeah, but by end of like tortoise versus hare and all that, so people have a chance to, if they want to follow us, and continue to play in our home, because we're moving, they can still do so and have a chance to find out. So during that time period, people who have already made the transfer can post in these new threads. We will manage to accommodate both people who posted in this group and in the other one. So don't double post between them. That'll confuse things a little.
Yeah, don't double post. If you're posting in our group on the new site, don't post the same thing in the other site, because that gives you a lot more chances at things.
Right, right.
So,
because we'll just random number jumping right between the two of them.
Yeah, we'll take one group and then I'll add the rest to the other group, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, so we'll make it work. Just for this 3-month period.
3-month period, yeah.
Then after the 3-month period, the PHN group will go away in Ravelry.
And as soon as for the Tea and Tails along, which is all year, what we'll probably do, and I'll be discussing with Talia and with our other moderators, is we'll give Cappy's prize at the 3-year mark, and then, or we'll give
3-month mark,
the 3-quarter mark,
yeah,
and then we'll do the main big prize, the other big prize, for everybody in the thread in the new home.
And I'm sorry, the move, we didn't plan on this move,
right?
But now that it's happened, I'm so excited about it. So that's the Alongs one. Back in the general area, PHN Episodes has its own board. So this means you aren't, like I said, you aren't scrolling through. You're going exactly where you intend to go. There's nothing in there right now because this episode will be the first one in there.
And it will still be in the Ravelry group on Ravelry right now.
Right.
Because as we said, we are striving to get out fairly quickly, but we think it'll be at least.
But we want our family to follow us.
We want everybody to be able to follow us. We want you all to be with us because we love everybody.
Yes.
So.
And then I told you about general discussion. So we've got a lot of our active threads moved over. And
we're not changing.
No.
PHN is not changing. It's going to remain exactly as it's always been in terms of its flavor, of its.
We are just moving.
We're just moving
houses. Yeah, it's just like when your family moves, you don't change who you are. You just change your location. That's all we're doing.
That's all we're doing.
And honestly, this is such an awesome opportunity just to make this site
what we want it to be.
What we want it to be. Ravelry gave us a great place to begin.
Ravelry was a wonderful learning tool. It gave us wonderful contacts, but now it's time to move on.
Right, and it's giving oh my gosh, I love this ability to make these little changes to the site.
Wow.
You know, to make it a little bit easier to find things.
Yes. We can personalize it a little more than we could on Ravelry.
Yeah, so I am excited about that. We'll still have moderators to help with questions.
And if you decide, if you are staying on Ravelry,
that's fine.
You can still be here with us.
Yeah, we aren't going to be like, oh, if you're on Ravelry again. No, this is.
We don't want to lose you. Whatever your decision is, we don't want to lose you. We want you to stay with us. So
yeah, we're just moving our home because it's just going to be, it works out best for us. And hopefully you'll find that you like this site as well.
I mean, there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, but there is anywhere.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun, and I know at least a couple of our members are having a blast finding out all the bells and whistles.
Yes.
So, it's fun.
Yeah, and I'm really enjoying, I've probably commented more here than I have the entire year at the old site, just because I'm trying to get things set up.
Because she's the techie. I set up the Tea and Tails thread, but I had to ask for a little bit of help. The board is familiar to me because my writer's site was like that for a long time, but it's been upgraded. So I am trying to find my feet there again.
And guys, they have things like where I don't think it's for everybody because everyone can mess each other, but like if Mom and I have an announcement to make to everybody and we want to make sure you see it, we can send an email to everybody. So you guys don't get left out. Like if you just didn't happen to go to the board that day, you can set your settings to have certain emails go to you. If you go through your different profile sections, you can hit notifications and figure out where you want to be notified about what things. I have a lot of things set up that can go to my email, so when you guys ask to be let in, I can see it right away.
Right.
Now, I might not answer right away if I'm at work or something, but
I will try to answer, because I get that too.
yes. Mom, the way you answer is you hit the person's name.
Right.
And then it'll take you there.
Okay.
So, and we'll get messages when you send us private messages and things like that. I'm hoping it'll allow me to keep up a little bit better. And
because you guys are amazing, and we think
Yeah.
that we want to maintain the flavor of our group as it is.
yes, so very excited. It's, I don't know, it's kind of cool. I guess I should give the website.
Before you do, hopefully this will not affect over much. Like, Laura's still doing Tortoise versus Hare with us.
Right.
We're still doing the PHNT and Tales with Cappy. I'm hoping that Vanilla Sock Pig will still she wants to do autism awareness. I'm hoping she'll want to do that again with us next year, even if she stays on Ravelry.
Right, and it's
just
fun.
like-
It's just a different location.
It's just a different location. Only they'll just have to let us know when it's happening.
Right.
Because we will have that somebody in the group can tell us when it's happening. Then we can say, hey, what's going on. They can contact us and say nothing changes.
Right, it's just a different location. The thread is in a different spot. That's all.
That's all it is.
And I was going to say something.
You were going to say the link.
The link, thank you. So, and I'll try to put it, when you see the opening, hopefully I'll have it where Dad's picture drawing is and all that. So this is PHN podcast, all one word, .freeforums.net. And when you hit that, it'll then ask you to either log in or to make an account. Mm-hmm. And if you make an account, then you won't be a guest anymore and you'll be allowed in. Once we see you and approve
once we approve you.
Yeah. And you'll get a nice little message from us, a little canned message that I wrote. That says, hey, thank you, and we love you, and hi.
Hey and hi?
Hey and hi.
Oh, okay.
Hey ho, hi ho.
Hi ho, hi ho.
So, yeah, very excited about this.
And we hope to see everybody who can come.
Yes, yes.
Because it's a free site. It's really
Right.
not hard.
Exactly. And we'd love to see you there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so, all right.
And then I guess it leads us into health next, so do you want to say something to YouTube people? And,
Yes.
I guess reading. We didn't hit reading yet.
Well, I haven't really done a whole lot of reading because of this stuff.
I've been reading Persuasion.
Yeah, you said that.
Just rereading it because, okay, I'm not a chick flick type person, but when I'm not feeling well, I tend to gravitate toward the chick flick type of things because it's not overly high stress and I can relax in spite of the flare that I'm going through. So when Mom and Dad went on a date night, we watched a bunch of chick flick type things, my sister and I, and then I was looking for something to read to just sort of relax this week, and I was like, you know what? I'd watched over the weekend the movie Persuasion. I was like, I need to reread that book. So I'm reading it on Kindle.
All I've been doing is reading our shared story for the most part, and then I've got a couple of religious books, but I haven't even read my Star Wars book. I just haven't had the time. It was just running around, and then the brain power, I'm just tired, Now,
did you say anything about our YouTubers?
No. I do want to thank everybody who's commented. I do apologize to the people on the Ravelry group. I know there are...
I don't think anyone new commented lately.
I haven't gotten everybody. I think I stopped at number 4 or 5, and I haven't been able to do anybody else. So I apologize to them.
I think they were talking to each other.
Well, no, I think Beth mentioned something, and I think...
Well, let me take a look and see. Thanks for the spoon, Beth.
Yeah, isn't that cute?
That is so cute. She... Hang on. Sent me some spoons. It must have taken, because the beginning of my week was mostly okay. So, she sent me spoons.
Which is really nice.
So, Beth, and then...
There were 2 people I think I needed to, because the rest was conversation, I think.
Yeah.
But so I apologize for not getting to them. And I do thank everybody who's commented, including the people in the Ravelry group and the people on YouTube. Fiber Hermit, Pat, Brittany, and LS Crafts. Thank you for commenting on YouTube. And if we missed anybody, I apologize.
Yes.
Now, we are going to go into the health because Talia had to go to an appointment on Friday, and we're also going to talk a little about the house. So if you're not interested in that part of the podcast, we understand completely. We hope to see you back here July 6th, which was also going to be another late one because I have to be with my friend on that day.
Yeah.
But, so if you are not interested in that part of it, we understand. We hope to see you next week. Have a wonderful week. And we will...
Hope to see you at our new home.
Yes, absolutely. That is PHN Podcast.
It's PHN Podcast at freeforums.net.
At freeforums.net.
Let me make sure of that. PHNpodcast.freeforums.net.
Okay. So
So
we look forward to seeing you there. Okay. And we will give you a couple seconds here to
Run away.
say goodbye. And we will see you soon. God bless and have a great day.
God bless.
Okay, I think they're probably gone.
I think they're gone. Okay.
Are they gone? Somebody's peeking around the corner. Bye. Okay.
Okay, so,
House or health? Go first.
I guess house?
Okay, the house, nothing has changed. We still have the hole in the ceiling. We still have a toilet in the tub. They were supposed to send boxes so we could pack up Talia's room a little bit. They have not done so. We are pretty much to the point where they can get the stuff out of the room. They're supposed to start Monday.
They're supposed to start last month.
I'm kind of not quite sure how to
I
feel about that.
You don't believe me.
Don't believe me. They're really good contractors when they work and everything like that. And I know they have to schedule things and we're just a little impatient, but it's been over a month and nothing has been done since they closed off the toilet and stuff. And I had to cancel my cousin's visit because it's too much. So we had to cancel that and we're going to reschedule sometime in the future, but it's indefinite, so I don't know when it's going to be. I'm going to see my cousin and her new husband, so it makes me mad. So that's where we stand with the house.
For health, the week was mostly good. As you can see, I've got more energy this week. Some lightheadedness. I took it slow. I worked the beginning of the week with the rollator. And I've had like a minor headache back here. Just enough so I know it's there most of the week. I was able to work up to being just with the cane. Then had a little dizzy spell Thursday, which passed really quickly, but I switched to the rollator after that point. Just, it's like maybe I pushed it too quick. Friday felt fine. Just that headache back here, a little bit worse than it had been. Went into work. I was just getting ready for it because I knew I had to go to the appointment. I had 4 hours to get what I needed done. 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 12. Yeah, 4 hours to get what I needed done. And I had like 4 clients I needed to see. So I really needed to make sure I was on my game, get my meds ready to go, blood work, everything. Because I had 2 injections and 2 blood draws. And while I'm getting ready to turn on my computer, I'm standing there getting ready to walk over to get my lab stuff together. The headache in the back of my head intensifies, and I get a really terrible taste in my mouth. Feel very lightheaded, kind of sweaty, and I can feel my heart rate speed up. Just feel absolutely terrible all of a sudden. One of those feelings like you're not sure. Anyway, so
It's just not good.
Yeah. Ended up trying to get myself to a different room, and I wasn't able to make it. I got too exhausted. My heart rate was going. I could feel it get faster and faster. Got up to 127 when I decided I needed to sit, and the lady at the front desk ended up rolling me and my rollator back to the office. So I used my rollator to walk because I knew I wasn't steady enough, and I wasn't sure when it passed. It came on so sudden. I ended up calling off of work and then felt terrible because it ended up passing, and I just ended up having the headache back here for the rest of the day with some slight bounce, but nothing like that. But it kind of scared me, and I wasn't sure if I would be able to handle sticking people that day. So got some testing at the specialist. They zapped my hands to check for conductivity. They're just ruling out a bunch of neurological things, and I'll end up hearing all the results of the tests at the end of
she still has to do another test.
Yeah, at the end of next month.
Because when we got there, we went to eat. We dropped her off thinking that we had at least a couple hours. She called us just as we were finishing because the person giving the test was sick, the second test.
Yeah.
So she had one test. The second test will be done. We go back at the end of July.
Yeah.
So.
So I'll either have answers then, or we'll have answers of what it's not, and have to get more testing, because part of what got by me in there was different. Initially, it was left hand sensory issues, but developing in the right side now as well. Like a feeling of getting a rug burn without actually doing anything to that arm, and just different weird sensation type things. And then combined with this headache that lives back here, they just want to check out some neurological things as well.
I forgot my stash enhancements. Keep talking.
Okay, well, that was literally all. The people didn't want to see health miss stash enhancements.
Yeah, that's okay. I forgot about it, so.
You're a horrible person. I don't have any stash enhancements.
Yes, you do. You had teeth.
Oh, I did, and I left in the other room.
Wash them on. Okay.
Because I forgot that was this week. It's
we
a
don't-
very long.
Yeah. So we don't end on a kind of a downer.
Yeah.
When I went out for my anniversary with Mike, Taya stayed with Davina, and we went to Purcellville, Virginia. It's the cutest little town, and we went to a place called something Magnolias or Magnolia something or other. Really, the restaurant was fantastic. My parents sent us a nice gift in the form of a check, and we used every bit of it for the restaurant. But while walking around, we found this little tea shop called Dominion Tea. Passionate and informed. They are truly informed. And I feel guilty because Andy's the best, but these people are very good as well. I haven't had the tea yet.
Yeah, it felt like we were cheating on Andy.
Yeah, I felt horrible. Andy, we still love
From
it.
from Plum Deluxe.
From Plum Deluxe. This is Dominion Tea, and this one is chocolate chai.
I might have to have some of my of Andy's hazelnut today.
I haven't tried this yet because I was waiting. I got Taya chocolate mint decaf.
And I had that sometime last week.
And we got the same amount. It was funny because her bag is bigger than mine, and the lady was like, it's honestly the same amount. It's just a different size bag. It's like, oh yeah, sure you like her better. Anyway. And then I bought from Nitty by Nature, and she's on Etsy. I saw this on Instagram, and I went and checked her. I actually favorited her shop. I might be alright. Let me just check. She had I think the first few things I bought were on sale, but I'm not positive. Usually they have like a little tab, but sometimes they don't.
Maybe if you send some of the smaller ones, they don't.
So what I bought there, and this is, I was hoping there was a picture, but there's not. Nitty by Nature.
Does she have a card with it?
She doesn't. I was hoping she did. She's on Instagram and she's on Etsy. I think she's on it. That's where I got it from Etsy. Or did I? This doesn't look like Etsy. She must have her own shop. Because I pay attention so much. Maybe there's a card in here. Let me see.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything on there.
Just look up Nitty by Nature.
Yeah.
If you like this. Nitty by Nature shop. Melissa Malloy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't read what the Etsy shop is.
It doesn't say it's an Etsy shop. It's
the shop.
www.nittybynaturesshop.com.
Okay, so it's their own shop, Nitty by Nature. And look at this. These things here these two are how to make one right and make one left, because those of you who know me know I have a real hard time with that. And then she hooked it right on this little ring thing. It looks like a jewelry thing or something, but
It looks like an earring.
You can open it up, and it has B-O-R, beginning of row. So you put this at the beginning of your row, and then it has a little purple knit, and then it has a little red pearl. I thought that's kind of cool. I really like that. And then she gave me this little extra thing up here. I'm not sure what it is. It's a little extra stitch marker, a couple extra stitch markers on the top there.
That's exactly what they are, just little extra stitch markers.
And it's very, very, very fast service for this person. Knitted by Nature. Let me see. Knitted by Nature, and her name is... I can't find her name here. Let me see. Melissa Malloy. Very quick service. I ordered this, and it seemed like the day after I got it. I know it wasn't. It was probably 2 or 3 days. But it was very, very quick. It surprised me. And it's very well made. I think it's going to be really nice to use. So, you might want to check out Knitted by Nature. Knitted by Nature. That's basically what I have for stash enhancements. So,
I guess that's it for us.
That's it for us. We have the exciting news. Please come and join us in our new home,
phnpodcast.freeforums.net.
We'd love to see you there. Just shoot us, just ask for us acceptance in the group, and we'll do that. We hope to see you next week. We wish you a very blessed week full of knitting, crocheting, crafting, whatever it is that makes you happy. And we hope to see you next week here for the Fun in the Woman Cave. This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 361, I believe.
Is that few? I thought we were past that. Yeah.
I think it's 361. Sorry, guys.
361.
361. This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 361, and that's a wrap.
Bye.